Thank you, Dr. De La Rosa, members of the Platform Party, staff and faculty. Welcome and thank you, our family and friends who have supported us and endured us for these years. Thank you to El Paso and the people of the borderland, our first patients. People of El Paso have held us in such high regard and shown us much love, care, and support. Many of us came to El Paso not knowing what to expect, but are leaving with it deeply endeared in our hearts. Lastly, congratulations and thank you to my colleagues, the class of 2021. We made it, and thank you for allowing me to serve you these last 4 years. When addressing an audience, I tried to have a call to action. To determine what this would be, I had to reflect on my time here in El Paso. Although many events have occurred in our time here, two stood out as the most salient. The August 3rd, 2019 shooting, and the COVID-19 pandemic. These events have played formative roles in our training, growth, and development. So the August 3rd shooting at a Walmart no more than 10 minutes from campus. Our city and our people were attacked. I am sure many of us remember what we were doing when the alerts began and our colleagues began to check on us. Some of us were in the hospital that day, lending a hand any way we could have, but it did not end after August 3rd. We continued to care for these patients, these survivors and fighters, for weeks and even months to come. The patients, first responders, healthcare providers, custodial staff, the people of El Paso and more came together to show that we are El Paso strong. The COVID-19 pandemic. There is no doubt that El Paso was hit incredibly hard. Many of us know someone who became ill with COVID, lost a loved one to it, or even lost patients to it. Some of us even fell ill to it ourselves. Our medical education, residency application process, and our entire way of life was altered. Regardless, many of us stepped up. We provided care during a bleak time in human history. We volunteered in El Paso and our hometowns, and some of us even worked to vaccinate the El Paso population. These experiences have been etched into our memories. These two experiences demonstrate how we care for others, but also that we carry a heavy burden on our shoulders. So what call to action have I come up with after reflecting on these experiences? First, find ways to give back. The second, never lose your passion. Again, find ways to give back and never lose your passion. I came to these two call to actions because our class exemplifies it, as we did during these two events. Time after time, we came to the aid of the most disenfranchised, such as the survivors of the hate crime, and to the city of El Paso in both medical and non-medical capacities during this pandemic. Our giving back is demonstrated in our more than 10,893 volunteer hours. 10,893, which we know is an underestimate. As for our passion for medicine, this is demonstrated in our simultaneous excitement, nervousness, and even reasonable fear for beginning residency. But it only gets harder from here, and we have to remember to find ways to keep giving back and to never lose our passion. Giving back. I know, we are tired and we are exhausted. Each new level of our training is even more exhausting and is a new set of responsibilities and pressures to navigate. At what point do we get to enjoy ourselves? Isn't going to the hospital or clinic day in and day out caring for patients enough? Let me put it this way. We know that healthcare and other societal issues are intertwined. We know that creating population level change is just as much as important as caring for individual patients. But did you know that only an estimated 4% of the United States holds a professional or doctorate degree? 4%, and that number is even less worldwide. As of today, we will be entering the 4% of those who have obtained the highest level of education possible. Doesn't that knowledge hold some kind of responsibility Doesn't it place some sort of onus on us to go forth and tackle the larger societal issues at hand? We do not all have to make monumental changes in the world, but we should find ways to give back. My second call to action, never lose your passion. We have heard this one many different times in many different forms, and we have had many discussions about it in the paradigm of physician burnout. Burnout has been reported to be as high as 80% in resident and attending physicians. So whatever keeps your head on and leveled, hold on to that, whether it be family, a hobby, or something else. We have come too far to let the thing that we worked so arduously for ruin us. Out of passion for medicine, I hope to see our colleagues become leaders in our fields, pioneering groundbreaking research and new therapies. I also hope to see our colleagues continue their learning for their own sake and for their patients' sake as well. So never lose your passion. I know these remarks were long-winded. I try to keep it short, so I'll leave it here. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you all the best of luck in residency, attending shift, and beyond. I wish you all success and happiness in your careers and lives. I look forward to more growth with you, more learning with you, and to finally practicing the art and science of medicine with you. Thank you. At this point, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Travis Cosman. Dr. Cosman graduated from the Paul L. Foster School of Medicine in 2013, the first graduating class from our institution. Following graduation, Dr. Cosman went on to complete residency at the University of Chicago for emergency medicine. Since completing his training, he has been working within the private sector as clinical faculty for Texas Tech. In his short time back, he helped found El Paso's Get Prepped Clinic with San Vicente, which advocates specifically for LGBTQ patients. Dr. Cosman also spends 2 weeks a year establishing medical services in the remote and temporary Black Rock city of Burning Man. When not in one desert, he drives south to another and serves the greater West Texas region by working in the Critical Access Hospital of Marfa, Alpine. Please welcome Dr. Cosman.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. Today is a celebration honoring everything you have achieved.